So technically, it's Vlogmas Day 8 because it's 12:12 p.m. John fell asleep. He's so sleepy. And I'm finishing up editing yesterday's vlog that's technically still today, if that makes sense. Morning. So it's 8:25 or 8:31 in the morning, and the kids had a 2-hour delay this morning for fog, because you guys saw how foggy it was last night. And I am just got out of the shower. I was responding back to comments on the past videos because I like talking to you guys every day, but then I had to stop because I came across a really nasty one and was just like, I had to step away. Not because I was like, I'm hurt and I want to not ever respond back to comments anymore, but it was more because I needed to settle down before I said anything or deleted it, because if I would have continued on at the level I would have probably said stuff that I'd regret, which I don't want to do. But this person was just so nasty. She was so nasty to the point where when me and John read it, we were like, that must be our sister-in-law, because that's the only person who talks like that. But who knows? I mean, whatever. She's been known to do stuff like that. But she was saying just all these, this person was saying so many untrue things, and it wasn't the things that she was saying necessarily, the untrue things that, okay, I don't know how to explain this. It wasn't, if you read the comment on my Facebook, because I posted about this, because it's something I strongly believe in. I didn't post it on my Facebook or Instagram to get sympathy, and I'm not talking about it here to get sympathy right now. It's more because I feel like there should be awareness for this, and I don't like being, okay, let's just talk about it. So basically this person was like, oh, your sister-in-law said that you accused somebody of rape and were lying, and you, nobody likes you, and this and that, and blah, 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 and whatever, Ava's dad, no wonder he doesn't want to be with you, this kind of thing. First off, you guys all know, my family all knows, everybody all knows that I ended that relationship for a certain reason, because I knew it wasn't going to go anywhere before Ava was born. Not that that's important, but that just goes to show how wrong this whole paragraph was. But the thing that got me, none of that bothered me, because whatever, that's all hearsay, that's all lies, whatever. The thing that bothered me was the whole accusing me of lying about being raped in high school. I left high school because I fell into a deep, deep depression, and things just got worse and worse and worse after I told a few people about being raped while I was drunk and I'd smoked a little bit, whatever. And I told them about that, and it got out because, of course, in high school, nobody knows how to keep their mouth shut or how to handle situations like that. The fact that I got such an angry backlash and was called a slut and all these other things, I stopped talking about it. I didn't tell my parents about it because I was so ashamed. I was still holding on to being abused by a family member. I was just all of these things, I just hid. Well, my junior year, I started getting even more depressed, and finally I just left in the middle of my junior year. I tried to commit suicide, and my mom the next day took me out of school. So I get really upset. Okay. I get really upset. This is John. He's at the door. I get really upset when people accuse me of lying about it, because it was how long ago was this? This was a long time. I'm 29 now. So it would have been 13 or 12 years ago that this happened. I never sought out help for it because, like I said, I was just so ashamed and people were so mad, so I just left. I curled up in a ball, I tried to kill myself, and I left high school. Never talked about it again. Well, it wasn't until me and John were gonna get, I talked about this with ex-boyfriends and stuff like that, because they would always wonder why I wasn't so close, or I was more physical and things like that, so they knew about it. Those few friends knew about it that I talked to, and, that's how I had, the minimal support that I thought I needed in that situation to get through. After a while, and after I had Ava, it kind of was pushed back in the back of my mind because, I had this daughter I needed to concentrate on. I couldn't be thinking about stuff like that. It was a good distraction. Well, time goes by, and I get married, and it's something, my abuse, my, being raped, things like that really affect you emotionally, mentally, physically even, when you're with somebody. And so that was something that John and I had. He knew about it because I talked about it with him before we even got engaged, because I wanted to make sure we both understood why I was the way that I was with him, physically and emotionally and mentally. And we went through premarital counseling and we talked about those issues, and I really worked through them there. And then we got married. I still kind of battle those issues when it comes to me and John intimately. Like, it's just really hard. It's a hard thing, like, no matter how much you talk about it, to heal from. So after premarital counseling, we got married and whatever. That's when we met my sister-in-law. She married into the family. This was a while away. This was after Wyatt was born. I felt like she was somebody I could open up to. For some reason, we just became really quick friends. And so it was something that I talked about with her, because she said that she had a story that was similar or something. I don't remember. She somehow got me to tell her about this. She wasn't even in school when this happened. She didn't even talk to the same people as me. Like, it wasn't even, I don't even understand. Well, when things got really nasty between us 4 years ago, part of her destroying my credibility and me was going to this person via Facebook a decade later and asking him if that was true, if he had actually raped me. And of course he said no. So from that basis, she's been spreading all these lies about me because this one person said it wasn't true, but why would he say yes, So people think that I'm just trying to get attention and using that to do whatever. But if I was trying to use being raped as a way of getting ahead in life, then why would I keep talking about it when obviously all it's doing is taking me steps backwards? You know what I mean? Like, why would I ruin healthy relationships over a lie? Why would I leave high school over a lie? Why would I, alienate my parents from me for so long over a lie? Why would I take the time to go to premarital counseling and the counseling after me and John got married over a lie? Why would I spend all that time and energy if it were just a lie? And I'm not trying to prove myself to you guys, because A, I know I don't have to those people who really care about me and my family, but B, because it's my truth, it's what happened to me, and I know what happened to me. But I'm just trying to explain, like, why would somebody do that? You know what I mean? If I was benefiting from it, I could totally get why some people would question, but I'm not, and I have never. So this person basically just went around, and my sister-in-law went around just telling all these lies about me, and that was one of them. And that's the only thing that really frustrates me right now. And it's not because I care that I don't know how to explain. It's not that I care that maybe a handful of people believe her. It's that is even happening. I feel like that's what's wrong with society these days, is that you can't come forward and tell people about things that happen to you like this, because everyone's so afraid of not being believed or being shamed or being hurt more. Because every single time somebody tries to tell you that something that's affected you and ruined most of your life is a lie, it makes you feel even more violated. And she could pick on whatever she wants about me, but she has to choose to get so deep and personal about things that just she has no business being a part of. There's not a day that goes by between me and John in our marriage where stuff like this doesn't affect us and we have to talk through it. Like, we have to actively talk through it. So it's like, it's something that I'm still struggling with, and when somebody tells me that's all fake or a lie or whatever, like, it just makes me angry, because even though there's so many people who support me and love me and know that it's true and help me get through it, it makes me angry that there's these other people who are so nasty, who make it so that other people see this and then they feel like they can't come out and be okay. Because it's not until you admit it and you talk about it that you can start healing from it. And if nobody comes out because they're so scared of nasty people like this telling them that it's not true, or spreading rumors about them that's not true, then they never want to come forward. And I guess I'm here to talk about the fact that, like, I'm not afraid of anything anymore. Like, I don't care. I know what happened. My husband knows what happens. My family knows what happens. My true friends know what happened. Like, you can say whatever you want about me, but I do want to bring awareness to the fact that, like, there are rape shamers. There are nasty people out there who make it so that honest to God women cannot come forward and tell what happened to them and start healing. And I just want to say that I felt so much better the second that I started admitting why I was upset about things on a daily basis, why I couldn't hold somebody's hand, why I didn't like being cuddled, why I didn't like doing certain things around men. You know what I mean? I feel better since then. And I just want you to know, if this has happened to you and you're just holding it inside, that you don't have to hide, and that it's okay. You know, it's okay. Even though there's these people who are going to be nasty and whatever, it's okay. And it hurts and you feel violated over and over again when these people attack you. But you'll feel so much better once you can finally start healing, if you seek counseling or somebody to support you, you know? I told you guys that right before I started YouTube, when I was pregnant with Wyatt, that's when I finally opened up and talked to my family about my abuse as a child. And it wasn't until then, even though stuff has been really rocky and hard since then, and I don't see certain family members anymore, it's been really nice to finally know that everyone knows now, and it's out in the open, and I'm not to blame, and it's not my fault. And, you know, this person has had to acknowledge what he's done to my parents and everyone else, you know. Even though it hurts and it sucks, at the same time, I feel like I'm finally validated in that, and I can move on, kind of. I mean, it's taken a long time and I still have those hard days, but at least I can move on. And that's how I felt about what happened to me in high school, is I can feel like I can move on from it. Even when this nasty person dredges it up and brings it back up, I can still at least move on, you know? I can spend the rest of today fine, because I know that I spoke my words and what happened to me, and I know that I'm doing better because I did that, no, regardless of what anybody else says. So again, I don't know if I'm making any sense, just because I get so upset and frustrated when it comes to women getting taken advantage of and not being believed. I get so upset. Like, it's something that's really close to my heart and important to me. I get so upset. So I don't know if I'm making any sense, but I guess that's what I want to say, is just like, I hate that their society is this way, where anybody can just say anything to hurt somebody else's feelings, but that thing might stop somebody from just, you know, being okay. You know? I don't know. So, yeah, I guess just, I don't know. I guess I just wanted to say that if this has happened to you, and you're having these issues because somebody doesn't believe you, it doesn't mean stay quiet about it anymore. It means speak louder, you know, find support, you know, get help. You know, that one person's life shouldn't affect the rest of your life. You shouldn't have to be miserable just because the person doesn't believe you. So, I don't know. Anyway, so that was my morning, and I feel weird sharing all this and all that, and I know some people are going to be like, oh my god, how do you let somebody get to you so much? And usually I don't, and this person didn't get to me. It's what she said that got to me in respect to the way that she's helping other people think it's okay to talk about that sensitive subject and all of that. Like I said, I don't care about all the other crap. It's just that one thing that really got to me. So I wanted to share it because this is my day. This is Vlogmas Day 8. Like, I woke up, this is what happened, this is what I deal with, and then I go about my day, and I love my kids, and I forget about what happened, you know, an hour later. So, yeah, if this is supposed to be a true day in life, then I guess I needed to talk to you about this. And also, again, I just wanted to bring awareness to rape shamers and vile people out there, and to not let them get to you, and just, again, like, stand up for yourself, speak your truth, and don't ever regret it. Like, I sometimes at the beginning regretted it because I felt like my life was falling apart because nobody treated me like I was important, or what happened to me was important. But again, as I got older, I at least found ways to deal with my issues instead of ignoring them. If I wouldn't have ever gotten counseling or ever opened up to John, then we would be divorced by now, because he would have never understood why I am the way that I am. Like I said, I'm not sharing this to just, like, spread the trolls and get sympathy. I'm just sharing this because I just think it's a perfect example of why people don't step forward or come forward, because they're so scared of this type of backlash. But also, it's a perfect example of why you should, because I'm doing so much better. Even with all this negativity, I'm doing so much better as a person because I did. So that's all I want to say. It just gets me heated up. Like, or the rape culture these days, like, it's just wrong. It's just wrong. So, I don't know. Hopefully this reached out to somebody. I don't know. I feel like I get so many positive responses from you guys about stuff that I talk about, you know, whether it relates to one person or a dozen or whatever. I always get like an email from at least one person saying like, oh, this helped, or what you talked about helped, or this or that. And it's just like, I want to continue doing that. So if this little outburst or whatever this was helps one person feel better in any way, then it was worth it, no matter how many people get upset with me about talking about this or bringing up negativity or whatever on my channel. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go downstairs and deal with kids. And yeah, sorry, I'm like all snotty because I just get really worked up. I had to take a break there to cry a little bit. Not because I'm upset about trolls or my, you know, people being mean to me, but just because it just makes me sad. It just makes me sad how society is when it comes to this kind of thing. It just makes me sad. And thinking about all those people who are just miserable by themselves and not able to talk about it just makes me sad.
And then this right here. This is another reason why I like to talk about this stuff. Or not, I don't like to, but I think it's important to talk about this kind of stuff and keep awareness to it and defend myself when I need to and stand up for others when I can, because I don't want my daughters growing up in a world where they feel too scared to share what happened to them or to stand up for themselves or to talk about, you know, rape or any other type of assault or any type of other abuse or any other type of anything. Like, I don't want them to grow up like that. I want them to know that they can come to me and John or any other adult or whatever if they need to talk about something. So, yeah, I don't know. I will keep saying it over and over again. I'm not ashamed. I don't think anybody should, and that's just how I feel about it. And again, that's why I want to talk about this. Like, the more we talk about it, I think, I don't know, the more you talk about it, the better you feel, at least in my experience. So I want to protect my girls, and I want them to feel safe, and I want them to feel like they have a voice. So I will speak for them until they can speak for themselves, or at least defend their right to speak for themselves. Right, babe? Yeah. What are you eating? Gummies? Why don't you talk anymore? You're so
I'm eating gummies.
You're eating gummies. I'm deodorizing the floor. Not to just like change the subject suddenly, but I'm trying to, I don't know. I feel like our house is starting to smell like dog. The other like people who live in this house, which I guess is good, John and them, they don't feel like it smells like dog. I do. I ordered a pet crate cover because I heard that's a good way of keeping like the smell of dog confined, like, you know, her bones and her mat and stuff. And I wash her bedding once a week, and I'm gonna give her a bath in a little bit because she smells like dog after a puppy training class yesterday. But what is going on with my hair? There's like, I don't know, something, it's all frizzy. This is what clean hair apparently looks like. But it just, to me, it kind of smells like dog in here. So I'm deodorizing the rug because that's for some reason the place where she liked to have her accidents when we first brought her home. Oh, there's a present here for us. What is it? What is it? It's really for us? What is this? It says to John and Kelly. I gotta say, this stuff works amazing. Like, I don't know, you can't probably tell, but my mom's carpet looks so much cleaner and brighter since I used it. And there's like all this dirt in here and stuff. Amazing. No. Out. Get that booty. Get that booty. Alright, now jump. Oh. She was sad. Wet dog sadness. Wet dog sadness. Hey, you my baby cakes. You're just one big baby, aren't you? Oh, you're just one big baby. You look like a teddy bear right now. You a teddy bear? She's getting so big, guys. Like, I'm having trouble holding her with one arm right now. Look how pretty you look now that you've been all brushed. Oh, itchy. All fluffy and clean and brushed. Do you feel better? You don't care. So you know you love your dog when you cut off dingleberries off their butt. And it doesn't really bother you that much. Other than her biting me, that kind of hurt. But of course I wash her, and she smells all nice and fancy, and is all fluffy, and then we go outside and she takes a big dump, and then it gets in her hair. I trimmed her butt too while I was at it. Oh, the deer are back. These deer, man. I know I've been talking about them all week, but... Alright guys, so I just got done recording a video. Can you tell which one it was? I did the power of makeup tag. I don't know if it was a tag. It was just something fun and quick that I thought I could sit down and do. So now I'm cleaning up my mess. I'm excited though because I got to try out my new 50mm lens, and I think the quality looked pretty good. You guys will have to let me know in that video how it looked. But now I have to clean up all of this and edit it. Seriously, if Kaya didn't still take naps, I don't know what I would do, because I would get nothing done if she didn't take naps. Love it when she naps. Gotta edit this video. Hopefully it works. iMovie's been acting up for me lately. Instead of editing videos underneath like 45 minutes, it's been taking me forever to import for some unknown reason. Let me know if that's been happening to you if you make videos. Ooh, that is really close to my face. You guys are gonna really get to know me in this video.